Thanks for joining us for part 2 of Vampyr. It's been a couple days. Let me see. I think like 4 days? Maybe 4 days. But haven't played since. I want to stream this entire game, start to finish. Picking up right where I left off. Just got off the boat. Had a little conversation with this guy. Let's go get a job at the hospital.
You can do better than that. Nah, it's my turn.
What is going on over here?
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the source of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
I mean, I don't like any of these choices. What is this? Medical checkup? Blood quality?
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Ooh, this is sinister. How much XP will the higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. If you eat them, or embrace, right? To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Okay. This is obviously.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Oh, the red trail. I don't... Oh. Press X to embrace Clay Cox, or circle to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost. Well, it was only like 500. But be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. So honestly... I think if I'm going to eat a citizen, or embrace, this music is terrifying. If I am going to embrace a citizen, I think I'm going to wait till they have more experience. Like, unlock the hints. So hit X. Oh, I hope I don't regret this.
No more. Right. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Oh, he's just fine now? He is... So, like, does that opportunity rise again, though? I'm not gonna help him, I'm just... Oh, yeah, okay, now I can talk.
I feel giddy.
Oh, I can't.
Did I black out?
First of all, I don't know how I just, like, magically healed the guy. And second of all...
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
What? What happened?
Ah! Okay. So, like, when does that opportunity come back, you know? Oh, Jesus, that's bright. Like, is he in my thing now? Yeah. So clearly it's just the opportunity will arise at a later point, maybe? I feel like I should have the decision
I cannot enter.
at any point. Because if I had the decision at any point, I could just be like, okay, gonna go back and eat, or embrace him. Oh, wait, that person's gone.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I
Jesus.
found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit.
You
I'll
literally
ask
just
our
said I was
porter,
playing hide and
Milton, to
seek.
bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Yeah, I would. Well, just gonna say the second
If
floor.
you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
I hope I don't have to memorize that. Oh god.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Oh. Now, see, she's got 2,000 blood quality, her experience. But clearly this nurse is, like, super important, so. Oh, see, a pillar. She's a pillar of whatever district. He's 6,000. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Whoa, wait. I didn't know that. I didn't know Hampton was so important. Who is this? Oh, is that the drunk guy? Huh. Yeah, I guess that's
Thank
it.
you, Nurse Crane.
What is this? Hospital full. Please go back home. Jesus Christ. I thought there was something there.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh. What's his? 1,000. Oh, wait. No, it's not gonna... Oh, it doesn't even let me. Because I need to be 2, but... Well, I don't want to get rid of him if he's gonna give me some guns.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Ooh. What is this? Local investigations. A new citizen investigation is available. Oh, yeah. Oh. Local investigations. Displayed here, Catable Habit. This rate, you can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with square, then access your map to locate the area to explore. So is it just missing people? Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay, we're just... There we go.
Since you're on the front line,
Yes.
how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to see your
I don't
goods.
think I can buy
Wise
anything,
choice,
but...
Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
What the hell is that? A shotgun. How much money do I... Oh, I have 21 shillings. Nah. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, I ain't got nothing. See what he's got. So just crafting bullets. Oh wait. Oh, that's selling. Crafting bullets and a shotgun. I think that was it, right?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Yeah, I think that was
Goodbye,
it.
Milton. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Whoa.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
We wouldn't have anything to worry about.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Same. Hashtag playing in 2020.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Oh, what is this? Wait, why is this an important...
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Oh, what does that mean?
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Did that not unlock?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Oh ho ho ho. Wait, I thought that unlocked... Oh. Where's what's right here? Milton's reputation. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Bum bum bum. Let's go talk to Milton again. Where did you run off to? You? Oh, he gone. What the hell? You got a face covering? Yeah. Where did he go? Oh.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying
Trying
to save lives.
Personal, I think. Nope. Your life in London.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Now, did that increase? Yeah, that increased his blood quality.
Goodbye,
Milton.
Milton.
Okay, there's a doctor in here. I want to talk to this guy. Who are you?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was
that jogged your
assisting
memory?
Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
Huh?
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
I'm sure these are all locked, so... Yep. Well, that's easy.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
Well, I don't want to be a dick.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
I kind of like this guy.
What can you tell me
He
about the
seems like
staff
the only
in the hospital?
optimistic guy so
Some
far.
are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Did that... I thought that unlocked something.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Huh. Guess not. Let's see. Here. No, that I can talk to.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determined.
Let me talk to her one more time.
Good evening, nurse.
Did I miss him?
I'm Dr.
Oh wait,
Jonathan
you're not the
Reed,
same person.
the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Told us about you, sir.
Oh, this is Brannigan.
I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
Jesus.
I see.
This guy's
Well,
like
I'm a
famous,
little surprised,
famous.
but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research.
Wonder why.
He is convinced it is the future.
Are these all locked? Oh! That did unlock a hint. Okay, hold on. Let's do these first.
How are things here?
I don't
Not
want to piss
good,
her
to
off,
say
and
the
then she
least.
doesn't want to talk to me.
We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
No, you should definitely... Ooh.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
She said his. The subtitle said
Is
his,
there
but she
anyone
said
that stands
their.
out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should
They're
be a
secretly.
standard for
They're
us all.
secretly together.
If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Oh, a hint for him. Alright.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore. does he?
Aha.
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Whoa, she needs a... Whoa. She needs a 5. How do you raise Mesmerize? Probably just by leveling up. Succeeded. Oh, those are quests. God, that map is so bright. Playing in the dark. Here we go. Where's my ability tree? Can I not? I wonder if I can't see it unless I rest. Yeah. Okay, that's good enough.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me
Now
if
I'm gonna
you
go
need
talk to
assistance.
Tippets. Tell him that she ain't want none.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Ooh, using that against him? It is irresponsible, though. Like, a tired doctor is not gonna help. I'm gonna use the girl
Nurse
against
Brannigan
him.
is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
But why?
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Alright, let's make our way. Look at... Am I finding... Oops. Look at me, unlocking characters. Is this a doctor? Yep.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Oh, you think you're better than me because you're not right or famous? These are these all lot? Oh my God, they're not. Well, hold on then. Yeah, let's go.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr.
I'll eat you.
Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've
why?
never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Animosity or jealousy? You don't have to talk shit to me, or you're jealous you ain't me. How about you don't have to talk
There is
shit?
no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
I like that
That is
answer.
one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
I mean, there's no...
Since your tenure in this hospital is
There's no
longer than
new...
mine,
Like, the news isn't
perhaps
gonna be
you
like...
can tell me more about this place.
How are you holding
Let's
up to this
just say I'm
pandemic?
tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
God, what
I
does that
don't
mean?
intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor.
I mean,
Even if I,
probably
as any good
Vampyr
practitioner
related,
should,
but
express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
wait, I unlocked a hint for him by talking to him? It's kind of weird. Didn't it just say I unlocked a hint for him?
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity.
Oh, this man is...
These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
He's pushing this. Oops. What is this?
Do you need my assistance?
Oh,
Not
God.
at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Wait, what does that do? Medical checkup? There you
It
go.
seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Well, that was two things, but...
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Said I had a hint for him, though.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Good for you.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Rude. Who else we got in here?
Oh, sweet girl.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, you... Is that Crane? Yeah.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
No, I don't want to talk to you. Who are you?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Nah, I want
I'm
to talk.
sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why, he's seen some shit.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Wow, okay, so you... How many... 350 experience?
I have to
don't
go
seem
now, sir.
important.
But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Oh, there's...
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
There's
It's my
she.
son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Ooh, she's 2,000.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Yeah, I don't think that's it, but... Is he asking for me? I'll kick his head in. He just told me no. Sorry. Tell me about your arrival.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude.
There we go.
For a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Bum bum bum.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Oh boy. Can't get comfortable with my blanket.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
That's gonna be a big deal.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Do you... Hold on, let me see.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
He said he's okay now. Oh. Wait, I said this, right?
How painful is your throat?
I'd rather not talk at all.
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Oh,
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I didn't do the other choice. Nope.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Alright,
there. Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
What the fuck? Why are you just standing over me?
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
That's kind of weird. Okay.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I feel like that... Oh, now it's grayed out. Okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Oh, I don't have any, but... Oh.
I will see you later.
Ah! Oh, he's only level 2.
I have to go now, sir.
So
But
that
don't
must be...
hesitate to
So
contact
normal
me if you
things
need
are how
any
I
help.
talk to them. Okay, what are you doing? Do you...
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Get on my
Goodbye, Mrs.
face.
Goswick.
Good evening, Doctor.
No.
How is my
What?
son doing?
Goodbye,
Get
Mrs.
out
Goswick.
of my face. Okay. Who did I want to talk to? I wonder, do I have one from Milton? God, I hate that map. Where's Milton? No. But is this Hawkins? Yeah. Oh, this is fucked. Okay, I gotta go find that bitch. Nope, you're Crane.
Come now, we can handle this.
Who are you? I think that's Aykroyd. I don't know who you are. I'll be back for you. Shit. There's a lot of people. Oh, I can talk to more patients. Where are you?
But the suffering continues.
Oh my god. Where's that one nurse? And what is that head?
It's locked, all right.
What is this? Wait, what is this head? Alright, well, anyway. Where is this Pippa? Where are you, Pippa? I don't want to go upstairs yet, though. That whole room's gonna take me a half hour to talk. God damn it. Pippa? Are you out here, Pippa? Can I run? No, this is me running. Whoa! Who are you?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good
God
evening,
damn
Doctor.
it. No.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Go away. She must have went upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs yet. Peppa. Alright, hold on. Wait. Stop walking around. Y'all gonna have me...
Good
talk
evening,
to
Doctor.
doctors first.
I believe we're going to be working together. Dr. Reed.
Oh, hi, Dewey.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival,
Aye.
but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau
I
Strickland.
knew this was a different
I'm
doctor.
a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Oh, see, this last doctor fucking hated me. And this doctor is like, oh, I'm a great admirer of your work. Oh, this is where the hint from Aykroyd comes in. Dewey, I'm not actually talking to anybody else. I've just been kind of talking my way through this playthrough. So, I'm going to catch you up in the most undetailed... This entire game is learning people. It's basically...
You told me I didn't have to pay attention.
Well, I mean, I was just going to recap. This game is basically playing... It's like playing Clue. You just find out about everybody, and then when they say something about another person, you unlock more dialogue options for the other people. I just found out this bitch... we're in the middle of the Spanish flu. And this one nurse, who all of a sudden I can't fucking find, is giving beds to people who can pay for the beds. fucked up, man.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
This guy, like, dead ass.
What made you choose
nervous to be talking to me?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Yep.
I am honored
He's
to have
like,
the
you got the
opportunity
ick.
to work by your side.
Yo.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed.
Oh wow, my cat still does exist.
The first one to warn me,
Your cat?
but I am convinced
Yeah, she like disappeared for a solid like 2 hours and just reappeared.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
This Milton motherfucker keeps coming up.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to
Milton. He's the ambulance driver.
It's a shame he's
Apparently
so
he's a
narrow-minded.
dickhead.
Dr. Swansea taught me that
I'm over here
science
like
is about
Meltan.
exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Bum bum bum.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Harvey Fiddick. I don't think I met him yet.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Alright, I think you're off the... Oh wait. Is
Tell
there a
me
choice I
more
didn't
about
make?
your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury
Yeah, I
that
think I
could
chose the
cripple him
one.
if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
What? Why is it saying I didn't... Weird.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, I'm still trying to find this bitch nurse. Where the fuck are you hiding? Oh.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Ha!
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
I'm about to call your ass out, Pippa.
Peppa.
Pippa. Wait.
Peppa.
I can't even call her out on it yet. What bullshit is this?
Oh, the cat's breaking stuff.
Goodbye.
Man, I can't even call her out on it yet. Who the fuck else is in this hospital? What the hell is this? Holy fuck, I'm not reading all that.
Chook chook.
It's locked.
Bitch, excuse me? Did you just say that Pippa had a new fucking... Where does this bitch keep going?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Now do I have a hint?
Nope.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want
Chook
more.
chook.
I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe
You
you're
can
right.
loot wherever the
But at
fuck
the moment,
you wanna loot.
I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
Help me over here with my 8 thermites.
See, now it says I have another hint for her. This is kind of weird. I don't like how it says I have hints for these people, but then I go talk to them and they're not available. Ooh, this motherfucker.
He said, sorry, we're busy that day.
Dead ass.
Huh.
So, I'm not listening, but the more people you eat or embrace, it's called, the more.
Forgot this was a vampire game. I got real concerned for a minute.
Yo, the stronger you get. So like, you gain experience and level up just by fighting people. Actually, no, I don't think you get experience for fighting people. You get experience for just like interacting with the world.
Mm-hmm.
But you get tons of experience for embracing people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the goal of the game, is to see how little people you have to eat to be able to beat it. I guess. Kind of.
Locked.
Did I tell you this game is made by the same people as Life is Strange?
No, you did not.
Yeah. So it's all choices and morality bullshit. Which I don't know why I keep playing these games, because I always feel like shit after thinking I made the wrong decisions.
Good evening.
Just like what was his name?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you
You
mean?
can tell me about a kid I killed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't die, remember?
You
The one that
remain
got
perfectly
hit by a
nice.
car or a bus because he thought he had
A
powers.
little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Sean Hampton. Why do I feel like I know you? Do I have anything unlocked for you? Oh my god, you're important. Oh, wait a second.
Cat checks out. It smells like cat.
What the fuck? You are important. I didn't know this was you. About Tom Watts.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle?
Yeah, this guy is super important.
I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him,
This is gonna be a long ass conversation.
wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare.
This guy sounds like he's from Ireland.
No advice. Nothing. It's a damn shame.
He probably is.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior.
Oh yeah, he's definitely Irish.
He refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Ooh, that was important.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who...
What?
With the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
How is that not a hint? That was super...
Ah, no.
That was super
I've
important.
had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Soup's playing Apex.
Yeah, he asked me to play. I said I was streaming, but I will after. Oh my goodness, I told you this was going to be a long conversation.
Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel... empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest.
Sir.
And then I can go back to the people who need me.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and
Don't be
hesitant
bad.
on the right path to
What's
our
that?
Lord.
The cat.
Oh.
Trying to go behind the
Are you a
microwave.
priest, Mr. Hampton? A
No.
deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith, willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Okay, well that was
talk again
a
later.
lot of information, but it didn't seem to really do anything. I think I've been streaming for a while now. I don't actually know how long, so I'm gonna cut this off as part 2. We learned tons of things about lots of people here. We have almost the entire hospital we've talked to. I'm gonna do the next part immediately after this, so I'm not gonna talk too much at the exit or the outro for this. I am curious, are these the 4 districts of the game? The docks, the hospital, and the 2 unknown districts? Because I would love for this to be the districts. That's not too big, but it's not too small. How do I zoom out on the map? Oh, there we go. So hospital, West End. See, the map makes it look really big, but the hospital makes it look really small. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off so I can not make these too long of playthrough or too long of episodes. Catch you in the next episode. Say bye, Dewey.
Bye.
I deadass thought you were gonna say bye, Dewey.